Hey everyone, how's it going? So in this video, I'll be showing you how you can earn rewards with your Flare tokens. But before that, this assumes a few things or a couple of things. One, that you already have control of your Flare tokens. And number two, you have your Flare tokens in self-custody wallet. So if you have your tokens in a centralized exchange, uh, then you don't have control over your private keys, and therefore um, you have no control over your Flare tokens at all. So your centralized exchange calls the shots um, with what to do with your Flare tokens, and so if they want to delegate that at all, it's up to them. It's not up to you. So this video will only apply to self-custody wallets and Flare tokens that you have control over. Okay, so if you have your tokens on a centralized exchange, I suggest getting them off there. Send it to a self-custody wallet like MetaMask, which I'm gonna use for the purposes of this video. And gain control over your own tokens. Okay, so first thing that we need to do is we need to open up our browser, and we need to go to portal.flare.network. All the sites that I'll be using in this video, um, I will include the links down in the description. But the first thing you need to do will be open this website up, portal.flare.network. This is just basically a decentralized app or DApp, which allows you to delegate your Flare tokens. So first, we need to connect our wallet, and I'm going to use MetaMask. That's what I have. And there, this is the account or the address that contains my Flare tokens. And you can see that we have a Flare balance. Now, this can be a little bit intimidating. There are lots of like terms or like yeah, there can be a lot of terms here that you might not understand. But yeah, let's just go through them. The account address, this is my account, and this is my Flare balance. Now, for you to be able to delegate your Flare tokens and start claiming rewards from them, is that you need to wrap them. So this is what WFLR stands for. That means wrap Flare tokens. So okay, let's go and wrap some Flare. Okay, so if we do that, we wrap the Flare. Let's just go to 100. Then it's gonna ask you to approve the transaction in your wallet, in this case MetaMask. And let's just wait for that to confirm. Okay, that was successful. So now I have some wrap Flare balance, and then from there I can choose to delegate my wrap Flare inside to an FTSO. So that's a Flare time series oracle. So yeah, let's not get into what FTSO is. Just that you are going to be delegating your tokens to them. And if you click on delegate, it's going to ask you to choose a provider. And then you might ask yourself, so which one do I want to choose here? So this is where the second website that we'll be going into, which is flaremetrics.io. So you can choose here. If you open flaremetrics.io, you have FTSO providers. Okay, So now you can actually sort them by a few columns. So vote power, yeah, you can sort them vote power percentage, and then what I want to do is I want to get the reward rate. So I want to sort this descending, so the biggest reward rates will be listed at the top. And that's why I chose Atlas at TSO, because it has a high reward rate. Uh, why didn't I choose this one? Because it does not have a name. It only has an address. Um, I know it doesn't really matter because they won't be able to touch your they won't be able to scam you out of your delegation. But I just like providers that put a little bit more effort, like they put a logo and they actually put their name onto it. And actually, if you click on through, you can actually see their website, their address, and all sorts of stuff. You can also see their Twitter. Okay, if we go back here and compare it with the other address, let's see. See this? If you can't even click through. So basically, what I would suggest is that you choose the one with the highest one and the one that has a little bit of disclosure on who they are. I know anyone can, just put um, made up names and locations, but yeah. So if we go back to the portal, you can just choose here, and whatever you choose in here, you can just search for them. So let's say I wanted Atlas, so put in Atlas, and you can put a percentage on how many percent you want to delegate. You could also choose a secondary optional provider, uh, and it's gonna split the percentage. So if I put this at 25%, it's gonna decrease the primary one to 75%. But let's just get it back there and submit, and it's gonna ask for another transaction approval in my MetaMask. Confirm. And now it is um, it's now delegated 100% or 200. Now that should be it, and every so often, once or twice a week, you can claim your delegation rewards. All you have to do is wait. Okay, so that's the basic way to delegate your Flare tokens. There is another way of doing it, a little bit more complicated, and that has to do with a delegation account. So now, let's just go through what a delegation account is. And you can actually learn more by clicking this help button over here. So what is it? Every address, so your address on Flare Network, it has their own personal delegation account. It is another address. Meant for temporary storage of funds, it has a limited set of possible actions, and you can only withdraw funds from it to your main account. So you can't send it to another account. So I guess it's a little bit more secure. Okay. And the more important part is why. Why do we want to use a PDA? A PDA allows you to delay the realization of earnings from FTSO delegations without risking the loss of not claiming them in time, since the claiming for past epochs is limited. So in plain speak is that rewards can expire, and if you let your rewards expire without claiming them, they can be gone. Okay, so you won't be able to get them if you don't claim them in a certain amount of time period. But if they are in a personal delegation account, um, the they will not expire. I think is what they are saying. Okay, without risking the loss of not claiming them. So I suppose that means that you can just leave it, not check it for for a long time, and then come back and it will still be there. It will not expire. Okay, and also you can also delay it. Uh, delay the realization of earnings for tax purposes. So it says here, your PDA can serve as intermediary storage for rewards that can that at some later time be transferred to your main account, which can lead to positive tax benefits in certain jurisdictions. So yeah, if you're one of those people who want to minimize their tax obligations, uh, this can help you out. Obviously, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, so uh, uh, consult your own financial advisor for this one. Okay, so let's get into how we can delegate using a delegation account. Obviously, I already tried this out, but let me disable it. So obviously, you can enable and disable this anytime you want. So I've already tested this out, but let's go ahead and disable it so it will show you how it looks like when you have never done this before. Okay. Okay, so yeah. So when you have never done this before, uh, this will be what you will be looking at. So yeah, you will have to enable it first. Okay. So now that um let's do just that. Let's enable it. So it will ask again for my approval in my self custody wallet. Okay. Okay, now that has been confirmed. Um, yeah, so this is my delegation account address. And now what we will be doing is we will be transferring some wrap FLR from our main account. Okay, so you might notice that I had 200 earlier. Now I have 400. That's because when I disabled my delegation account, it transferred back all the wrapped FLR I sent over uh, from my previous testing. So now from the main account, we want to send this. Click on send, let's say 400, and then um, instead of like sending it to a recipient address, you can just click this delegation account and send it. You don't even have to copy paste it. Then it's gonna ask us to send over 400 wrap FLR tokens. Confirm. Just wait for network confirmation. There we go. So now we have 0, and on our delegation account, we have 400. Now, same as with the main account, you just choose an FTSO provider to delegate to. Same thing. So yeah, that's what I. You just go through the whole process again, then submit it. Okay, and then confirm it. And then there we go. Our delegation account has delegated 400 wrap FLR, and then you can just claim your PDA delegation rewards every now and then. So what's the real difference between the delegation account and the main account? Well, uh, if you're one of those people who are really busy or who are not into this crypto thing like regularly, if you just want to leave it like fire and forget, delegation account is for you. And also if you have like tax strategies, then this would be for you. For me personally, I would be checking my main account because I'm gonna be like um I'm gonna be checking this regularly anyway, so it doesn't really matter for me. So yeah, I guess that's actually it. And I hope you guys found this helpful. Let me know in the comments if you need more help. I'll happily answer. Thanks, you guys, and see you around.